viewers, welcome back. Another episode of the Complete Liverpool playthrough, and today, revenge is on the cards. So we lost 6-1 to West Ham in the opening game, or one of the opening games of the season. It felt like, maybe it wasn't actually opening games, but like 10 games in or something, where we had a very dodgy start to the season. We were losing games left, right and centre, it felt like, and West Ham, well, they took advantage of us. 6-1 winners on the day. I think Sergio Aguero got the only goal for us as my flipping weekly auto saves kick in right at the start of the video. But yeah, it's going to be a time of redemption. Of course, no one likes to lose by a big margin, especially against a side that really, with respect to West Ham, we really shouldn't be losing 6-1 to. I just remembered that the last time that happened was when Liverpool played Stoke, and we lost 6-1 in that game. Steven Gerrard got the Liverpool goal, but that was embarrassing, and I felt that embarrassment. It was an absolute romp from West Ham, and hopefully they've not got our number, as Emre Can's out with a cold, which shouldn't be too bad because we've got Henderson and Angolan. But even so, it's going to be a big day today, because this is to, well, what's the phrase? It's like when you unearth the demons, when you get rid of the demons. That's what we've got to do. West Ham being those demons. What if we lose again? What if it's another like 6-1? Oh, I didn't even think about that. That could be horrendous. I love this. Full set of fixtures in the Premier League on a Wednesday night as well, in the cold of February. Is there any other big games going on? Of course, Manchester United are the team to catch. There are some quite interesting games, actually. Newcastle versus Tottenham will be an interesting game. Manchester United, Everton. Everton could do us a huge favour. Chelsea away at Leicester as well, and Arsenal away at Southampton. So there's potential there for some of these teams that are in and around us in the league table. If you take a quick look at it, you can see we're third position, 9 points behind Manchester United, 2 points behind Tottenham, and pushing ever closer to try and get back into contention. If you look at our sort of past positions, actually, you'll see that really our season started off up and down. I said that a moment ago, and I wasn't wrong. That makes it look really obvious. We then sort of steadied the ship for a little bit in 5th position, went up, went down, but now find ourselves in that 3rd, 2nd sort of area, and hopefully we can continue to push forward. Whereas West Ham, actually, who I think started the season, if I'm mistaken, I thought they started the season quite well, and they did start the season relatively well, up there in the top 6 for a little while, and then all of a sudden had sort of the opposite to us, but have levelled out around that sort of 13th, 10th, 11th mark. Right then, let's get involved. It's going to be a game coming up right now. And team-wise, of course, we changed things around last episode. Emre Can is going to sit this one out for Angolan. Wijnaldum can take his place on the bench as well as an option to bring on. We switched things up. We played Aguero and De Bruyne as shadow strikers in a 4-2-4 system against West Brom, and it worked out really well. Both of them played fantastically. The only thing I would change maybe in this formation is bringing in a player like Mohamed Salah to play instead of Mane, or switching them both out to wingers and creating threats on either side. What I'm going to do today, though, is keep Henderson automatic, keep Angola next to him, and play Salah instead of Sadio Mane. Keita got a goal last episode, and I'm hoping we can get a similar performance out of Mohamed Salah. I want to try and keep the wingers somewhat rotated as well. And then the game against West Ham at Anfield, at home, that we're largely expected to win. Did you just see the odds there, by the way? That takes the mick, doesn't it? 6-1. We're 1-6 favourites. We're 6-1 on. I don't like. I feel like that's teased me a little bit. But you can see West Ham's side. Phil Jones plays for them now, actually. Can we take a quick look at that again? Where's the lineups? So we're playing that system. They're playing the 4-4-2. Caleri and Valencia up front. Faguli, Noble, Kouyaté and AU. And then Phil Jones from Manchester United playing at right back. They bought him for £11 million after not really featuring for United in the previous year. And Cresswell, Ogbonna, William, what's I forget his name now. Winston, that's it. I was going to call him William Reed, which is quite clearly not his name. And Simon Mignolet. Oh, Mignolet. He's in goal for them. Okay, here we are then. There's Mignolet in his lovely orange kit. Is he captain? Simon Mignolet is captain of... Surely not. Anyway, 0-0 is how the game starts. I don't know why I said that out loud. And again, we've got to try and unearth the demons. I don't know if that's the right phrase. It's definitely not. Unearth the demons. Why would you want to unearth them? I'm trying to bury the demons. Maybe that's what it is. Bury the hatchet. What else could we bury? Maybe a time capsule. I don't know where this is going. Right, let's see. Can we do it then? Anything but a 6-1, and I'm quietly happy about it. That's awful, isn't it? Basically, what I'm saying there is, don't do 6-1, but then everything's going to be fine. But our form recently has been really good. We've not lost a game for a while. So, as De Bruyne gets it into feet, you've got runners all around him. Kevin De Bruyne plays in Mohamed Salah, pulls it across, and it's... Oh, Simon! Oh, Simon! Oh, Simon Mignolet! It's a fantastically worked home goal. Oh my God, that is sensational. We'll look at it again from a slightly different angle. Salah, and then Mignolet. Oh, Simon, it gets worse. Oh, he backheels it in. Oh, Mignolet. Oh, Simon Mignolet. It's the best sale we've ever done. Agent Mignolet is working wonders for us. that was next level shit, wasn't it? I mean, let's not work around the bush. Beat around the bush. Phrases are a struggle for me today, apparently. As Henderson's on the ball, Nangolan just didn't want to move, so it made Henderson's pass look absolutely awful. As they now break forward with it, Faguli's a decent player on that side. Plays it back to Marky Noble, and the race is on. Faguli's going to get there first. Ball whipped in. Joe Hart comes and claims. Interestingly, actually, of course, Hart plays for West Ham now. Mignolet, who's on loan from us, is now actually... Well, not on loan, actually. They've bought him officially because he played enough games. And Aguero with a lovely little knock down to De Bruyne, who's got a lot of men around him here. Pulls it back across. Ball to find Salah now. Salah with a shot on goal. Simon, I don't want to pick on him again, but let's face it, from what we just saw there, he's not tried. It has literally gone through him. The reverse angle's not going to do him any favours either. Mohamed Salah, this is the sort of goal you want to see from him, by the way, on his stronger left foot. I mean, that is questionable. He's sort of done breaststroke. I mean, it wasn't good, was it? 2-0, looking very good. And do you know what I'd quite like? And it's just occurred to me now. I'd quite like a 6-1 win, viewers. If I'm honest, a 6-1 win would make me feel better, because on aggregate right now, West Ham are still beating me. And although the aggregates don't count in the Premier League, I know about it. So I quite like to fix that if needs possible. If needs possible. I might have to... Thing is, right, I don't edit these. So if it was a normal episode, like, you know, without just being one take, I could have edited out all this nonsense, and that's what I'd normally do, but I can't do it. Ball played in. Down to De Bruyne. I actually mentioned at the end of last episode, if people want to see these videos again for FM 18, if you want to see these sort of the uncut ones, maybe sort of a double upload day system like we've got at the moment, where I do an unedited, but maybe, I don't know if we'd do like a lower league side maybe, or definitely a team, no matter what it is, it'll be a team in a different division, in a different country, and we'll do a similar thing there with a decent side and try and make them a really good side, as Salah with another shot on goal. Mignolet actually catches one, but I think that'd be quite fun to do it. Maybe that there's a lot of talk with AC Milan. People would quite like to see an AC Milan save. Maybe someone like Dortmund try and oust Bayern Munich at the top of the table. But yeah, if that's the sort of thing, again, you want to see it. If you didn't quite catch the end of last episode, let me know. Comment section, is that the sort of thing you'd want to see? Because I think there's teams that'll be out there that'd be really good to do. I'll probably be doing my good time to bring this up. Who to Manage, a series that I did around the Christmas period, once every day of December for sort of Advent. I'm going to do that again, but not necessarily in the same way. We're going to just sort of do it based upon leagues this time. So it's going to be who to manage in the Premier League, the most interesting sites to manage. So hopefully you'll look forward to doing or being part of that series with me, because I like people to suggest teams so I can make a better video, essentially. As Aguero bursts his way down there into the middle, Mignolet catches it quite easily, and 49 minutes gone, the team talk and whatnot has just sort of gone over my head. Hopefully this is the sort of game that doesn't get a bit interesting. I want this to be quite a routine, simple victory for us, as Williams builds it up from the back into Keita. Aguero now, as he loses out to Mark Noble, and if Valencia plays a ball over the top, we could be in a spot of bother. Clary with a great touch to bring it down, as he bursts through. He's got two options in the middle. Valencia's not going to miss from there. Yes, he is. I mean, at either end of the pitch right now, West Ham are having the abdab. So we're going to go back to a more standard system, as the ball's played in by Henderson towards that front post. He's going to be on this again. Shot on goal, maybe no. Plays in Salah, who unleashes an absolutely superb finish. Mohamed Salah does a little cartwheel as well. Looks very happy with his goal. Show me this from a different angle. This is not the angle I wanted, really, but we'll take it anyway. Henderson very calmly just plays it across, and Salah, first time on the volley, always riding as well the ball into that top corner. 3-0. 3 to go. I mean, let's try and get them on aggregate. We've got the away goal. I've changed my mind. Let's get this. Go back to attacking, man. We're 3-0 up now. Go for broke. Firmino maybe on for Aguero in this one. I mean, Aguero and De Bruyne having quieter games this time, but Firmino can certainly play this role quite well, so we'll get him involved. He's probably slightly better at the hold-up play, in all honesty. Maybe not as good a finisher as Aguero, but certainly the hold-up play is something he's very good at. As De Bruyne's on a 7.9, I mean, him and Salah, I brought Salah into this game, replaced him with Mane, and he got 2 goals. That has worked out perfectly, as Lanzini puts the ball in towards the butt post, headed beautifully clear. But it's not quite over the danger. As the tackle comes in from Henderson, that was reckless, and it's going to be a foul. I don't think it's a sending off, based on what we just saw there. I don't think that'll be a sending off, but certainly, yeah, okay, it is a sending off. Jordan Henderson's been sent off. That was foolish. Let's look at it again. I don't think that was necessarily red card material. Let's take another look at that. As the ball's cleared out, you can see here, how do you say that? De Silvestri? De Silvestri, maybe. Henderson's there. Is this a red card tackle, do we think? And I know the 3D engine isn't completely... Oh, yeah, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah, okay, right. Wish we hadn't brought this up now, because that is an appalling challenge. And he'll miss 3 games, which is the biggest problem. As he goes off now, yeah, you can look sad, you can look disappointed, but I'm more annoyed than you are. As Nangolan now plays a very isolated central midfield role, but with 15 seconds to go, I'm not too concerned. Lanzini fires the free kick over, and that, my friends, should probably be that. The gap is still 9 points. Spurs won their game as well. Just when I was hoping some teams around us would help us out, they've decided not to do that. And let's just see then. Were there any other shock results? Southampton, just noticed they beat Arsenal, which is quite an interesting result for us. If we just quickly skip through this and go to the next screen, you can see there then any surprising results. Leicester drew with Chelsea, so they also dropped points. As I say, we beat West Ham 3-0, as you've just seen. Newcastle couldn't quite do a job on Tottenham for us. And Manchester United 2-0 wins against Everton, an early own goal from Ashley Williams, and then Paul Popper on 88 sealed that deal. Diego Costa got a goal for Arsenal in a 3-1 defeat to Southampton. So the league table all of a sudden looks a bit like this. It's becoming a 3-way race. And I say that with a bit of... I've lied there, haven't I? It's not really a 3-way race. It's a Manchester United and us and Tottenham trying to catch them. But if you take a look at United's form, I didn't realise it was going to be that good. Luckily for us, though, United do have some tricky games coming up towards the end of the season. We're there, as are Leicester, who obviously cause teams problems. Tottenham, Manchester City, Newcastle having a good year, so maybe that'll be an issue. And if they stay in the Champions League, hopefully that'll cause them some congestion. I say that as a team in the Champions League, hoping it won't cause me some congestion. But that's going to bring us to the end then. If you've enjoyed the video, do drop a like. Do let me know if you want to see this series again next year. And with love, with care, from me, Dr. Benchy FM. I'll see you again very, very soon. Hello. I'm just, getting everything wrong. Thought I'd say hello at the end just to confuse things.